So without further ado, we want to introduce Alexandra Holzer, whose name you probably know, connected with her very famous father, who is known as the pioneer, the original ghost hunter. And maybe she'll tell us a little bit more about him, but Alexandra is not only an author, lecturer, paranormal investigator, and carrying on her very famous father's tradition, the Holzer method of investigation. So, Alexandra?
Hello, everybody. I feel like we're back in class. Oh my God. Glad those days are over. We have 4 children at home. We hear about it all the time. I will not keep everybody very long. I know everybody's anxious to go on and do some investigating. I know the field has changed over the past decade, and what we see visually has changed versus when my father was around. He is from a dying breed of researchers. He was a parapsychologist. He was an academic first and foremost. He was a skeptic, but he was what we call a healthy skeptic, which I try to continue in the field today. If we don't agree on something, whether some of you have equipment and you upload on YouTube, you have photos, you have stories to share, whatnot, it's important to kind of be respectful of everybody because there's interest in it and you generally want to know why you captured something. What does that mean? The bottom line is, the first thing is, get this. Okay, now this thing was huge when it first came out in print. I used to make a joke saying, put it by your nightstand. It'll act like a little lamp holder and you could put like your little memoirs on there and notepads and stuff. They've shrunk it because I think it's cheaper now. So sad publishing today. Dan Aykroyd wrote something for this book because he's a huge fan of my father in the sense of respect of my father. And the reason being is he and his father, Peter Aykroyd, who also wrote a book on their experiences growing up, held seances in their home, kind of like what we did. I know, normal childhood. Let's go raise the dead. Alex, have some friends over. I don't think so. I didn't have any. Thanks, Dad. Basically, I love that everybody's here for whatever reason. Whether you know me or not, I really don't care. I'm not like that. I'm the least vain person other than when I need to like have my hair look good. I get a little frustrated, but that's because I'm a woman. And pregnant doesn't help, hormones. But it's really important that everybody learns who was in the field before. Coming here is great. It's historical. I'm a Manhattanite. I grew up with all this around me. But my main interest is not to see who's around and why. I get it. We do go somewhere when we go. And sometimes we're stuck, which is what a ghost is. You're stuck like a ghost. And it makes me sad. Because I know when my time comes, I don't want to be stuck anywhere. Then I have to haunt some of you. Probably my husband. I'm so sorry, babe. But this is a Bible. And why I say that is because it has over 700 pages of casework that, he went around, he worked with all different types of people, different mediums, namesayers, psychic medium, clairaudient, clairvoyant, they all have meanings to them. And there's a reason why people have different abilities at different times in their lives. Everybody has the ability to tap in and be aware. And if you apply that to your everyday life, which is what my father did, you become a better person for whatever reasons going on, if you have a bad day. How you live really changes. So when you're in the paranormal, be respectful of your environment because you're dealing with people who were once there too. It's just without the physical. And if we kind of get what we're looking for and what we're around, it really helps understand and appreciate. We're only here for a short amount of time. Why are we doing this? Great place, it's historical, it's neat, it's something to do. No. There were people that were here before us, and they're not here anymore physically. And some might have an impression left behind, a residual, or they're still haunting the place. I don't know, they like the food. I could agree why, I would stay here too. But, you really, it's a deeper connection as to what's going on here. But my whole point is just to make everybody aware of who my father was. He was a great man. Terrible coffee maker. Not such a great cook half the time. but he really cared about this field. He was very serious about it, and he was not about celebrityism. He wasn't about, you know, jokes or running around saying, "What was that?" You know, he was really very serious about it because he felt in connection to what does happen when you die. Why are we still here? What could we have done differently? And then there's other sides of the field, the darker sides. You know, so that's really my main function as a woman in the field. It's kind of different, I think, today because we've changed culturally, but I don't know, I just want everybody to know who we are, the Holzer family. And researchers work online. You can go to my website. I have business cards, so attack me before I leave because I don't know how long I'm going to last. I might give birth, I don't know. But, you know, just come find me. I'll give you our card because it's got everything on there to find out who we are, what I've been doing, and who he is. And, you know, turn off your TV for a while. Stay away from all that stuff. You know, read a good book. Go online. Download it. Because just like in school, we have to have the textbooks and we have to study who the presidents were, the field of the paranormal is no different if you're really interested in it. If you're here to have a great time, that's awesome, mazel tov, but that's my main purpose, is to educate everybody on my father. Me, don't worry about it. I have no clue, I'm still trying to figure this stuff out, but I always try to help people. You can reach me on my website if you need help. And I'll do the best that I can. Because I know stuff too. Unfortunately, I didn't ask for this, but I happen to know things about people. So if I can help you, I will. So any questions or no? No. Just 100 eyeballs staring at me. Do you know what that's like? Oh my God, it's terrible. But I want to thank everybody for being here and to our lovely host for having us again for the second time. You guys are wonderful. I feel like we're family. I was just telling my husband, she's like, she reminds me of the ants that I don't have anymore. So, yeah, so thank you. Love you guys, and thank you so much for being here.
All right. I'm sorry, I moved. Can you cross the rods? He's saying no. See my rods going out? I'm getting a no response. They don't want to play. Spirit, if I could just ask you one more time, and then I'm going to let somebody else come up and try some different ways of communicating with you. Can you use the rods and point to where you are in the room? Spin both rods and point out yourself to us in the room. Would you be willing to do that, please? Move the rods. I'm going no again. I'm getting a definite no. Okay, I have to respect that. I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. Would somebody else like to try trying rods? No? Okay, next.
Okay.
You guys can hang on to the rods with yes.
There you go.
What's that? Oh.
Alright, that's, yeah, I'm not near it.
There's something breaking the field there on that antenna. Could be a spirit,
Robert, can I ask you?
but
A lot of times before I get EVP on this recorder, I get like an overmodulation or rustling on the microphone, and then the voice comes after that. I've
Yes.
gotten it 3 times since we've been in this room, in this same corner.
see, I got the goosebumps right now. I can feel the energy in me.
I
There
should
it
probably
is.
be recording.
Did it say Army?
Yeah,
Army.
definitely. Fire
Army.
department.
Great.
But I do that
Oh,
lot of
that's
times
a
when
good
I'm
Well,
one.
seeing
that's going
EVP.
off. See, now I have a chill.
Yeah. You feel
That's
energy?
the most
I felt it.
exciting for a ghost
Yeah.
hunter is
Right
if you
here for
get
some-
more than one thing happening at a time. You got 3 pieces of evidence, then you can fairly well say there's something going on.
Before we came here, we had a psychic in England, a friend of ours, say, look to the top of the shelves,
Oh, really?
because something's going to happen up there.
Well, look it up there, that's where his REM pod is.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, let's
Brad?
this is mirror. Where I go. It's
Brad?
staying at yellow.
I think right now maybe we're throwing a little bit too much at everything at
What
once.
was that word?
Yeah.
Brad, hey.
You think? Yeah.
Ambient temperature went up
I
from
think so.
74 degrees to 78.
Leave it.
Okay, so the temperature's rising. Well, there's a bunch of people
lot
in
of
here.
fire.
If it starts to go down rapidly, then we know there's something odd.
but
I
a
like-
lot of times you can ask the spirits to manipulate the temperature, up or down.
Can you
You
make
get
it
some
colder?
interesting interaction, but you're always looking for two, three things to happen at the same time. Like someone has an overwhelming feeling, or you get a chill, or you're sensing something, and then a piece of equipment goes off the balance.
So I like the traditional. If everybody could be quiet and really focus and really have the same goal at hand, that can happen to some, I mean, like that's.
Well, let's do it. We'll all.
Oh God, no! I didn't say do it now. Let's do it, woman. My focus is like all over the place, but okay, I'll try. Okay, everybody, behave, focus.
Still.
We have all these great equipment around, spirits. You can draw energy from them, which is how you communicate. I wasn't finished. Thank you. If there's anybody here that would like to make themselves known, please make a noise, make a sound for us tapping on the ceiling, the floor, the furniture would be greatly appreciated. We will do our best to be quiet to listen. Thank you.
I'm getting the sound modulation again that I told you about on here. Right after that, did that.
Mm-hmm.
Just to put the two things together.
Something's interested.
Is something happening in that corner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to make.
Does anybody want to trade places with me?
No, stay there because it's working.
It's heavy. It's.
Yeah, it is.
Give a moment here.
I'll swap spots with you if you want.
Oh, woman, I can't get up now. I'm stuck in
Grandmother? Work?
Those two things are happening
was the last
hand in
one?
hand. I'm getting
That's
this
the
modulation on my
grandpa,
microphone with this. If somebody's over here, can you say something into this device or near us where we can hear you? Because you're obviously playing with that device, which is almost teasing us.
You feel your energy. Not here to harm you or threaten you, to make you leave. We're just visiting. Just want to communicate.
Phantom.
Phantom, is that for Steve and I? Because we call ourselves Phantom Paranormal.
That's right.
There you go.
That's weird.
Hello. Good evening. My name is Robert. And I saw you here. We're here to communicate with you tonight. You might hear the same device in the other room.
Take a few minutes. Use your energy. Figure out how to use this. Come close.
It's sort of like a book with words inside of it. You come close to this device, manipulate the sounds, and make a word.
If you can see us, can you tell us how many people are left in the room now? How many of us are here?
Is that a few?
It sounded like a few.
It did sound like it.
Right.
What state are you from?
Is that fifth? Was that a delay? Or the fifth state of the United States? Higher.
What state are you from? Is that fifth? Was that a delay? Or the fifth state of the United States?
You're welcome to come back again. You're invited to come back for one last communication session with us. As Robert probably explained, you'll need to speak as loudly and clearly as possible, please.
Is that what it was? I want to?
Is there anybody in this room you have a particular message for or you'd like to talk to? Is there anybody in this room you don't want to talk to? You know that you don't get many opportunities to speak with the living like this. So again, we want to give you one more opportunity. If you just want to tell us your name, a quick message. Let us know that you're here with us.
We've all felt your presence in different ways this evening. We know you're here.
Hello? Hello, yeah.
Hi. Don't be shy. What was the lady's name that you were fighting over? Or you, I should say.
Is there anyone who came here from Kingston whose house was burned? We're asking these questions to try to communicate with you. Here's a way that you could communicate. I'm going to say some numbers. Tell me what comes next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seven.
Technically, that's correct.
7 of our spirit guides.
Is one of your spirit guides?
Really?